Hello students, welcome back to Science World. I hope you are doing well and getting help from my videos. Students, if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and share it with your friends, and also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming videos. Students, in our last video we have discussed about irrigation and crop protection. In this video we are going to read about harvesting, storage and distribution of crop products. So these are also the agricultural practices. So let's start with harvesting. What is harvesting? Harvesting is the process of collecting or gathering of matured crops. Matured crops means that are fully grown, and these are now ready for cutting and collection. Okay, so this process is known as harvesting. In India, harvesting of crops, especially cereal crops, takes place twice a year, and the two main crops that are growing in our country are Kharif and Rabi. We have already talked about these Kharif and Rabi crops in our first video. Okay, so rainy season is the Kharif season and it lasts from June to September, that we know, and the crops that are harvested are paddy, maize and groundnuts. So these are the Kharif crops. Then in winter season, from October to March, it is the Rabi season. Wheat, gram and pea are the Rabi crops. There is another seasonal crop called the Zaid or Zaid crop, which includes some vegetables and low grade cereals. So these vegetables you can see here: watermelon, bitter gourd, muskmelon, cucumber. So these are some vegetables and fruits that we can see in the picture. So these are known as Zaid or Zaid crops. Once the crops mature, they are harvested and they are ready for consumption. So there are different methods of harvesting also. After harvesting or after gathering and collecting the crops, what is to be done? So next is threshing. So after the crop is cut, grains are separated from the plants. So grains are separated from the plants. How it is done? You can see in the picture. So these grains are separated by threshing the plants on a stone, just like this. You can see here the stone. So on this stone these plants are threshed, or by making the cattle walk over the crop. Here you can see these cattle are walking over the crops. These days we have some machines. Here also you can see these ladies, they are threshing the crops. They are just beating it on the stone or any other hard surface. Okay, so nowadays machines called threshers can also be used for this purpose. You can see here, this is the thresher. Here you can see here in this picture you can clearly see how that machine works. One side you can see all the leftover covers of the grains and other parts of the plants, they are thrown away, and other side you can see grains are collected. So here you can see another picture of thresher. There are also some machines called combines which can do both harvesting and threshing. Here you can see the picture of combine, and the combine is a combined harvester and thresher. Means it can be used for both the processes, that is harvesting and threshing. It is a huge machine which cuts the standing cereal crops here, and also it threshes it and separates the chaff from the grain in one operation, and this grain is clean and can be directly filled in the gunny bags. But one disadvantage of this using this combine is it reduces the yield of hay, bhusa. Hay means bhusa, which is used as a fodder for the cattle, and this is because the combines cut only the upper part of the standing crop and not from the ground, not from near the ground. That is one disadvantage. Then next step is winnowing. After threshing, winnowing should be there. And what is winnowing? It is the separating chaff from grains by allowing grains to fall from a height. Now whatever grains we have after threshing, they contain lots of chaff, means the covers of the grains and the parts of the plant, dried parts of the plants. Okay, now this has to be separated from the seeds or grains, and for that what we do, this process is known as winnowing, and it is the process where grains are separated by dropping it from a height. You can see here this lady, she is dropping this grains from height, and here also you can see this man, they both are doing winnowing. So what happens, the heavier grains fall directly to the ground. Here heavier grains, they directly fall to the ground, and the lighter chaff blows, it blows away and collects at a distance. Now this will blow away that side, okay, and then it will be collected at different side where the air blows. Okay, so in this way winnowing is done after threshing. Here also another way you can see, this is also winnowing. Harvest festivals across India. Students, when the crops mature and become ready to be harvested, the fields turn golden yellow, and the sight of golden fields of standing crops laden with grains fills the hearts of farmers with joy. And this period of harvest is of great joy and happiness in all the parts of India. Men and women celebrate the harvest season in the form of festivals. The special festivals in India associated with the harvest seasons are Pongal, then Baisakhi, Holi, Nabanya, Bihu, Makar Sankranti and Lohri. So these all the festivals are harvest festivals, and these are celebrated with lots of joy and happiness throughout the India. Now what is crop stubble? After a harvest, crop stubble are often left behind in the fields. You can see here crop stubble, I will tell you in simple words, it is the leftover, मतलब जब हार्वेस्टिंग हो जाता है, जो ड्राई पार्ट्स रह जाते हैं प्लांट्स के सॉइल के अंदर, उसको हम कहते हैं स्टबल. तो इसमें स्टेम्स आते हैं, शूट्स आते हैं और रूट्स आते हैं प्लांट्स के, जो ज़मीन के अंदर रह जाते हैं. ओके, so this stubble it often left behind in the fields, and these are usually burned by the farmers. और farmers क्या करते हैं, इसको जला देते हैं. But a better option is to let the stub remain in the fields after harvest. लेकिन इसका कुछ साइड इफ़ेक्ट होता है, जैसे कि पोल्यूशन होता है इससे, और जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिलने चाहिए सॉइल को वो नहीं मिल पाते. तो दिस स्टबल शुड बी देयर इन द फार्म. And what it why it should be there? Because it minimize erosion. So this stubble, it holds the soil and it minimize the erosion, and also it returns nutrients to the soil. It also increases the amount of organic matter in the soil, and it raises the water holding capacity of the soil, and also curb the growth of weeds. So these are all the advantages of this stubble. But farmers, what do they do? They just burn it out. You can see here, this is the pollution due to this stubble burning. So to combat with this air pollution due to the stubble burning, Delhi government to provide a free solution to the farmers, and the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal ji, on September 30th, 2020 said that we will use technology used by Pusa Agricultural Institute to curb the stubble burning. स्टबल बर्निंग को रोकने के लिए हम एक टेक्निक यूज़ करेंगे जो कि पूसा एग्रीकल्चर इंस्टीट्यूट है, वहाँ इसका वी कैन से इसको डिस्कवर किया गया है, इस सॉल्यूशन को. तो यहाँ के जो कैप्सूल मिलते हैं यहाँ से उस स्टबल बर्निंग के लिए, कैन बी मिक्सड विथ जैगेरी गुड़ जो होता है हम खाते हैं, एंड चिकपी फ्लोर. ओके, चिकपी फ्लोर जो होता है यानी कि जिसको हम कहते हैं बेसन, है ना. तो जैगरी और बेसन के साथ जब हम इस कैप्सूल को यूज़ करते हैं तो वो एक मैन्योर में चेंज हो जाता है, खाद बन जाती है. तो दिस मिक्स इज प्रिपेयर्ड बाय द गवर्नमेंट अंडर द गाइडेंस ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट from October 5. So Delhi government will provide this solution to the farmers free of cost. This method helps enrich the quality of soil and there will be no air pollution after that. So if you want to know more about this, then I am providing here in the description the link of this information. So here you can go and read about it more, and one video is also there, so you can watch that video. The next agricultural practice, that is the last one, is storage and distribution. Now as crop yield can vary from one season to another, that we know, food grains need to be stored for use in times of shortage, because whole year we are not getting all the crops. So once that crop is harvested, we have to use it for whole year, and that's why we have to store it. So usually buffer or extra stocks are maintained, so in times of needs this can be supplied. So these grains are in large quantities, they are stored. Even if crop fails or yields lesser amount of grains in a particular season, then these stored grains can be used. तो जब हमें ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो हम ये स्टोर किया हुआ जो अपना ग्रेन्स है उनको यूज़ करते हैं. ओके, आफ्टर क्रॉप्स सच एज wheat or rice are harvested, the grains obtained usually have high moisture content and they need to be dried before they can be packed. If they are not dried, then they will be spoiled. So in this way they are dried in the sun. Okay, so these grains are packed in the gunny bags or jute bags like this. These are the gunny bags. So in these bags these grains are stored and they are sent in the silos. I will show you this one. So these are the silos. They are steel containers, large containers where these grains can be stored, or they can be stored in the granaries like this, or they can be stored in the godowns. Okay. So in this way this harvested crop, after threshing and winnowing, they are sun dried and then they are stored, and after that their distribution is done. These stored grains need to be inspected regularly for pests and microbes. Pests are everywhere, whether it is a godown or it is a granary. So these all the stored grains, they are protected from the pests and microbe. So here we have finished agricultural practices. In our next video we are going to read about how we can increase the crop production, or what are the methods of increasing crop production, and about green revolution. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. We will meet again in our next video soon. So till then, take care, stay safe, stay at home, use mask, and please do not go out of your home. Okay, so take care, bye bye.